पंजाब केसरी नवोदय टाइम्स में आज के हमारे खास मेहमान हैं नेशनल अवार्ड विनर राम माधवानी। ये ऐसे फिल्म मेकर हैं जिनकी विजुअल स्टोरी टेलिंग की वर्सेटैलिटी हम फिल्म्स में, वेब सीरीज में, शॉर्ट डॉक्यूमेंट्रीज में, म्यूजिक वीडियोस में, कमर्शियल्स में देख चुके हैं। इनकी जो सीरीज अभी आई आर्या, ये इंडिया को ग्लोबल मैप पे ले जा चुकी है प्रेस्टिजियस अवार्ड में नॉमिनेट करा के। और इसी के बारे में, इनकी आगे की जो प्लान्स हैं उनके बारे में, अभी तक की जर्नी के बारे में ढेर सारी बातें करेंगे। बट सबसे पहले राम, अ वार्म वार्म वेलकम टू यू ऑन आवर प्लेटफॉर्म।
Thank you so much, Nidhi, and to all our, the audience. Thank you for loving Aarya and for wanting season three. It's a big deal, and for also the response that you had to season three. And I know that everybody wants to see the next four episodes very fast, and they will be coming very fast. And please ask Disney Plus Hotstar वो कब आ रहा है?
यू नो व्हाट, ये मेरा वेरी ऑब्वियस क्वेश्चन आपसे सबसे पहला होने ही वाला था। द नेशन वांट्स टू नो। तो आपने बहुत अच्छे से पिवट कर दिया उसको हॉटस्टार की तरफ।
मुझे पता था I knew from the very beginning. I said this is the first question this is going to come my way. No, but it's such a
या
sweet question, and I'm so happy that people are asking that question because they could have very easily said हमको नहीं देखना है, but they want to see, which is a big relief and a big joy. And thank you so much to everybody for actually sort of wanting more.
बट
For us
राम
to
एज अ
get
फिल्म।
even for us to get to season three is because of the audience, because the audience wanted to see it. Otherwise, Disney Plus Hotstar would not greenlight it unless it was something that the people were invested in. The story, the emotions, the character are all people have loved, and it's something which even when I go, when I go to Lucknow or Jaipur for some family weddings, I feel like a star because वो लोग सब आके मुझे पूछते हैं.
राइट, एंड मैं ये पूछने वाली थी, एज अ क्रिएटर, एज अ फिल्म मेकर, ये किस तरह की फीलिंग होती है कि आपने कुछ बनाया और उसके थर्ड सीजन भी आ गया है, अभी तक उसकी वो जो एक इंट्रीग है वैसी की ही वैसी बनी हुई है। विच अगर हम इंडिया की सीरीज की बात करें, इंडियन सीरीज इज अ रेयरिटी, बिकॉज हम लोग जनरली पीपल आर वेरी वेरी चूजी व्हेन इट कम्स टू आवर सीरीज एंड द सीक्वल्स। लेकिन यहाँ पे सीजन थ्री के बाकी बचे एपिसोड्स के लिए आपसे पूछा जा रहा है, हाउ डज इट मेक यू फील एज अ क्रिएटर?
It's really actually a big relief more than anything else, I have to say, because my own purchase or मेरा जो काम जो है, I only get work if people want to see that work. So my entire career is dependent on, on on this and on whether people are wanting to watch it or not. Otherwise, I would be sitting at home, and there is nothing more frustrating than a filmmaker who does not have work.
राइट, राइट।
So the good thing is that thanks to you all, that I have work and I can actually go out there and move you all with what I keep saying. I'm in the business of feelings, and so the fact that I can make you all feel with the rust of sort of what we're giving you just now, and I think that's it's something which I'm quite happy. I like making films. I like telling stories, and I would feel very bad if I was not able to.
No, but you are very humbly giving all the credit to us as audience. बट इट इज नॉट एन इजी टास्क। मतलब बड़ा आसान लगता है कि 3 सीजन आ गए, तीनों ही लोगों को बड़े पसंद आ गए हैं। मैं आपसे ये पूछना चाहती हूँ, वो कितना चैलेंजिंग हो जाता है टू मेंटेन
Right.
उसकी जो एक्साइटमेंट है, जो थ्रिल है सीजन वन की, टू कैरी इट ऑल थ्रू आउट द अदर सीजन्स।
It is also thanks to the team, right? Because there is my Khushbu, who's been my editor for the first three seasons, for all three seasons, and now she's a creative VP. She's the co-writer along with her husband. Then there is my creative VP Sia. There's the new directors. So there is a whole bunch of new energy that comes in each time, and there is never like there is nothing that tells you हाँ इस सीजन थ्री यार चलो ठीक है ना कोई बात नहीं अरे hello it is a big deal that it is season three. So I think that we ourselves are so scared every time, and I'll tell you the pressures are huge because even from Disney Plus Hotstar, because they want it to work, and what happens is a lot of it is got to do with how you look people in the eye. You want to go back to Disney Plus Hotstar and look them in the eye in the conference room to say, we decided we would deliver this, and we have, because
Hmm.
then that is what gives you repeat purchase.
Right. Right.
I,
You know,
I have spent so many years in advertising, and
hmm.
even now I keep making ads, and it's really Wojo. I do look upon what we do as art, but I also look upon what we do as a product. I have to. And therefore, when I look at it as art, it's I put a different hat on. But when I put my marketing hat on and my advertising hat on, so I put on various hats when I'm, and so they've got a photograph of me in the office, which I'm wearing some 6, 8 hats, which is producer, director, creator, marketing person, advertising person. And so all of these hats are things which you have to juggle, because those are the responsibilities that come with, sort of uh, making sure that you can continue to do work.
Mm-hmm. No, but now that we are on that subject, as a ad filmmaker versus somebody who's doing films, who's done films, and somebody who's also now making the long format, आप कितना डिफरेंस इसमें महसूस करते हैं? बिकॉज अगर मैं आपके काम को देखूं अक्रॉस मीडियम्स, तो मुझे एक चीज कॉमन नजर आती है कि आप कहानी कहते हैं जो हमें छू जाती है. इज दैट ऑल्सो जो आप अपने फोकस में रखते हैं, चाहे चाहे आप छोटा सा एड बना रहे हो या फिर आप लॉन्ग फॉर्मेट सीरीज बना रहे
Yeah, actually, a lot of the time, in advertising, they told us, what are you saying? Who are you saying it to? That means, what is your target audience? But most important, I turned that question into saying, what should the viewer feel? What we are saying is obviously वो तो होगा ही होगा.
हो?
Who we are saying it to, वो तो होगा ही होगा. But if I can predict the expression on your face when you see it, and when you watch that scene, if I can know this will make you cry, this will make you feel scared, this will make you feel like wanting to see more, then I think I'm really in doing what I need to do, which is in the business of रस. और वो जो रस जो है, जब तक वो रस आपको नहीं पहुंचती है, तो then I'm not actually in the business of रस.
करेक्ट, करेक्ट है. हमको तो बहुत अच्छी तरीके से वो पहुंचता है, एंड आई थिंक जितने आपके डीएम्स में फ्लडेड हुए होंगे विद कब आ रहे हैं बाकी 4 एपिसोड, दिस इज टेस्टिमनी टू दैट फैक्ट. बट गोइंग बैक टू व्हेन आर्या स्टार्टेड 2020 में, जब ये हमारे स्क्रीन्स पे हमारे पास आया, आप तक तो उससे भी पहले आ चुका होगा. सो आई वांट टू नो अबाउट द इंसेप्शन स्टोरी.
You know, it was meant to be a feature film 8, 10
अच्छा.
years. I've said that before. And then a month before the shooting, it didn't work out. It fell through. I had finished doing the location recce's, I'd finished everything, and it didn't work out. And at that time, I felt very bad, calling up, 50 of my team members and my crew and my other co-actors that I'm so sorry it hasn't worked out. And I was crying when I was saying that. But I gave myself 24 hours to cry. I said, मैंने रोने के लिए मैंने schedule दिया. मैंने बोला, after today 12 o'clock I've heard that it's not going to work out. Tomorrow 2 o'clock I will cry till 2 p.m. At 2 p.m. I stopped crying.
Okay.
And then I said, on Monday, I went to, in fact, at that time, Foxstar, and we had the Nirja script ready. And so that's what happened instead of Aarya. And then Disney Plus Hotstar came to me 4 years ago and said, remember what you had 7, 8 years ago, and would you like to make that now as a series? And it's really the universe. There was a scriptwriter in the sky who was making sure that I did Nidja first and then Arya, and I didn't do Arya as a feature. At that time, I didn't know about the scriptwriter in the sky and what the script was. Now I know what the script was. And it's amazing that the universe was there protecting us, not just the universe, Miss Universe also. And, and because of that, the Emmy nomination happened. Because of that, various things happened. And now when I look back, I'm so happy I didn't make it as a film, and that I did make it as a series. And there was it. I was protected by just the gods of cinema who didn't allow me to do that and do this. So
Right.
that's how it all happened. And it's only later that you realize why it happened.
करेक्ट एंड आई थिंक अभी जैसे आपसे बात कर रही हूँ तो आई रियलाइज दैट मे बी दिस हैड टू हैपन नाउ ओनली बिकॉज एक तो सब कुछ इतना ऐसा लगता है कि सब कुछ अच्छे से फिट हो गया है फ्रॉम द स्क्रिप्ट टू एवरीथिंग एंड टू योर कास्ट मतलब इवन द कैरेक्टर्स जिनका बहुत ज्यादा रोल नहीं है बट दे हैव लेफ्ट अ मार्क इन अस
Yes.
कि भाई हमें याद है कि इन्होंने ये काम किया सो हाउ हैज
Yeah.
दैट एक्सपीरियंस बीन राइट फ्रॉम वर्किंग विद सुष्मिता टू everybody in the cast.
Well, Shushmita, I think, is somebody who is one of our rare, uh, like, star actors. She comes with an energy. There are probably two or three male stars like that we have. Maybe two or three female stars that we have. Who have that kind of energy, that aura, that sort of charisma that she has. And then she's right for the role because she can pull off the vulnerability. In season one, she laughed and she smiled. In season three, she is like a chess player. And she's also one of the rare actors who not only has that star power and also is a very good actor, but she can also do action. And we've seen her do that. It's
Right.
believable when she does it. Otherwise, how would a housewife, do all that she's doing? But the people want her to do it. And when she does it with such flair and she does it with such reality and believability. And there's no stunt double. She does it herself.
Hmm.
Uh, so it's quite amazing what she brings to the role because she is Arya. Uh, Along with that, there is the whole bunch of other people. And उसमें क्या होता है? The more hurdles and obstacles that you put in your lead character's way, whether it's Khan or whether it's Daulat or whether it's Ilaji now in this season or it's the Russians, or now the children also who are going against her and her friends who are going against her, Maya. These are all the things that are they're not subplots. They're all part of the main plot because they're part of what is going to actually either bring her down uh, or one of these people is going to kill her. As we've already seen, she does get shot. So
Right.
somebody's going to shoot her. And so all of this is actually part of the jigsaw puzzle. And if these characters are not strong, because when you see Ilaji there, Arya is in trouble. You
Right.
can't have, yeah. KR koi idhar, there's no, and it was meant to be a male. And then when 2, 3 months into the writing, I said, let's make her into a female because it's another mother who's worrying about her child. And that's Abhimanyu. And he's also quite a colorful kind of person. And you'll see more and more in the next season, you'll see more about how the dynamic of two mothers who are trying to do things to protect their kids.
Right, right. And you know, that's a very smart play because as an audience, जब मैं देखूं तो अभी तक until Ilaji's character was introduced, तो all our sympathies were with Arya.
Yeah.
And we justified her reasons. लेकिन
Yes.
अभी जब same reason लेके इलाजी आ गई है, तो you've put us in a fix.
Yeah. And this is all part of the conversations in the writers' room. Okay, and
Hmm.
this is all stuff that we are out here to manipulate all of this. We are in the business, like
Right.
we manufacture these things, we manufacture emotions, we manufacture feelings. We are
Hmm.
in manufacturing business.
राइट है वो बहुत ही अच्छी तरीके से आप कर रहे हैं बट वन मोर थिंग दैट आई हैव ऑब्जर्व्ड इज आपकी जो काम है उसमें एक स्पिरिचुअलिटी और फिलोसफी का एलिमेंट रहता है सो जैसे नीरजा में भी आपने संस्कृत श्लोक श्लोक डाले थे यहाँ पर भी हैं सो यू हैव दैट काइंड ऑफ एक इन्फ्लुएंस आपकी लाइफ में
But see, that's so heartening of you to say and for you to point out and to, I was just speaking just now only. I was saying I don't like most of these interviews because I'd rather read a book and I don't want to put myself out. I'm quite shy as a person. And then now when you say these things, it really, is heartening to hear that you're picking it up because my wife's father, Amita's father, he was a Sanskrit scholar, Ayurvedic doctor. My father, the books that surrounded me at home were, there was a whole series of Bharati Vidya Bhavan books, which was everything from Bhagavad Gita to whatever. They surrounded me. And if I find that if I can speak philosophy to
हम्म
the country, if I can speak spirituality, not necessarily religion, but spirituality to the people, the next show that I'm doing has Kabir in it. And I want to, therefore, in season one of Arya, it had Bhagavad Gita. Uh, and as soon as I begin to speak about a larger philosophical point of view, dharma, karma,
हम्म
all these things, sacrifice, these are big notions. if I and even in season 2 there was Digambar Khele Masane Mein Holi, and there was all once I put all of this into the show, I found that the people Sanskrit is there. There are certain reverberations that happen within us. We can't explain it, and these reverberations are things which I it reverberates within me, and so I put it out to other people in the hope that reverberates with them, and it is.
it is, and may you continue to do that. On
Thank you.
that note, what is the kind of work, ये तो हमें पता है कि आप ऐसी कहानियां हम तक पहुंचाते हैं और पहुंचाना चाहते हैं जो कुछ कहती हैं और जो कुछ कह के हमारे दिल को छू जाती हैं. That's very clear by far whatever you've got for us. But एक होता है ना, एज अ फिल्म मेकर, एज अ क्रिएटर, एक कशिश अभी भी कि यार ऐसी कहानी अभी तक कहीं नहीं गई है. आई वांट टू से दैट स्टोरी.
Well, there is something that I do want to make a film on spirituality, which will only speak about that. I do want to do it for a younger generation. And so that is something we've not had perhaps a philosophical spiritual film in India. Maybe Guide was the last one that spoke about, something like that. And it's a country that the books everywhere is all, the top 10 books when you go to any airport. It's all philosophical books. So I
Right.
don't know why we've not had a movie without it becoming pakao, without it in a way in which it does reach out. So that's really something that I am desperately wanting to do.
Right.
I
Ram,
hope that.
any message to people who've loved your work and who want to see more of it?
Um, well, I want to put a value system out into society. And I'm hoping that the work that I do is for a family audience, and it's for because like I say, TVs are in living rooms, they're not in bedrooms, and so I want to put stuff into society where when the family sees it, uh, and it is something that Dadaji, Dadiji, the nephews, nieces, sons, daughters, everybody, kids, they all respond to it. So I'm trying very hard. Amita and me both are trying very hard to see how we can reach out to, like, all the what they call as the four in marketing jargon, what they call is the four quadrant, which is
Okay.
young, old, male, female. But when you watch it, I want to I do want to make you cry. I like tragedy, and
Mm-hmm.
Arya is a tragic figure. She
Right.
is, and therefore, in the work that I have been making, whether it's Nirja or it's Arya, there are elements of tragedy, and I think in Indian society, along with the action hero and the comic hero and the romantic hero, the hero or heroine that we have loved is the tragic hero or heroine, whether it is Meena Kumari or Dilip Kumar. And I think that is really what I've been wanting to do, which is to put, because tragedy, we're not able to cry nowadays as much as we'd like to.
Right.
And because there's so much happening in the real world that we've stopped crying. And I think that so I need to give you an opportunity to cry.
Okay. Not too happy about the crying part, but it's coming from you, then maybe obviously there'll be something to look
because
forward
it
to.
is, because it is catharsis, right?
Right.
And that catharsis is what is released. And when you get that release, actually, that's what you need, because that is what we are keeping inside us.
Right.
And that is what I'm hoping, that you don't keep it inside you, that you bring it out. And in the work that I'm trying to do, I'm hoping that it allows you to get that catharsis.
Right.
So it's
Right.
not out of any negativity, it is only out of full positivity.
करेक्ट करेक्ट एंड आई रियली लाइक द फैक्ट जो आपने शुरू में भी कहा था कि मैं एहसास कराना चाहता हूँ. आई वांट यू टू फील. सो लुकिंग फॉरवर्ड टू मोर सच वर्क फ्रॉम यू, राम, वेयर वी एज ऑडियंस कंटिन्यू टू फील, कंटिन्यू टू स्टे कनेक्टेड विद आवर इमोशंस. एंड नेक्स्ट इंटरव्यू में होपफुली हम इन सब के ऊपर बात करेंगे. एंड थैंक यू सो मच राइट नाउ फॉर योर टाइम फॉर दिस इंटरव्यू.
All the best. Thank you to the
थैंक यू.
for loving the work.
थैंक यू.